Hello and welcome to Hollywood Unsolved Mysteries. Tonight we will be talking about the strange case of Ezra Miller. Does he run a cult? Has he been inappropriate with underage girls? And can he really run that fast? Join me, maybe you can help solve a mystery. Our story starts out in the mid-2000s when Ezra was just a weird-looking kid. He got roles playing creepy kids, school shooter types. Then somehow, Ezra is able to use his creepiness to get major roles. He is cast as a weirdo in the League of Justice. Then, surprise, surprise, he played a weirdo in the kind of Harry Potter movies.
Do you feel weird? I feel very weird. Do you? Yeah, I mean... In life? Yeah, it's bizarre. Doesn't everybody feel really weird?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
I wanted to check on
but I don't know.
Because you can never be sure. If
everybody feels
the way
weird.
other people feel weird is exactly how...
I don't think it's the same. And nobody is quite casting you as the boy next door. You haven't done that yet.
Anyone else would be grateful for the life of a successful actor, but not Ezra, who soon became more famous for what he did outside of movies.
What's your name? What's your badge number? Tell me your name and your badge number. White key.
Ezra.
Full name, full badge number.
Control 131.
I'm being arrested for disorderly conduct?
Yeah.
Video after video of his bad behavior kept popping up, whether it was drunken bar fights or forcing himself on fans.
You learn it? Did you want to fight? Is that the deal? Whoa, bro. You want to fight? Difficult for the Flash to get drunk. This is a flashback question. Thank you. That's what we call a flashback. You guys let me smell your breath. That's a flashback. Let me smell your breath. Because he has a fast metabolism. Let me smell your breath.
The videos not only showed him getting arrested, but his odd behavior could now be seen by everyone.
I claim my Fourth Amendment rights to not be searched and seized on no probable cause that you will not be able to offer in a court of law. I claim my Fourth Amendment rights to not be unlawful. Hey, you just touched my penis. Please don't do that. I'm not transgender, non-binary. I don't want to be searched by a man. I'm transgender, non-binary, and I don't want to be searched by a man. I claim my Fourth Amendment rights.
Yes. Sorry, sir.
I'm sorry, I'm not a sir. I'm transgender, non-binary. Please don't refer me as sir. It's not a man right here.
Okay. I was just trying to be respectful.
If you fail to do that again, that is an act of intentional bigotry, and it is a technical hate crime according to U.S. federal law. Please call me they, them, theirs. You can use the term mix or mixio if you prefer. I'm transgender, non-binary, mafu wahine. I'm an adopted Hawaiian. Naka'ola, Mamba, Squad, Gekana. Pele lineage from a new intelligence. Thank you. My descendants. Gekana, Squad,
Please don't touch any of it, it's all sacred religious material. Okay. None of it is illegal in any capacity. I'd really appreciate if you didn't touch it because it's all from my religion, Judaism.
Even with all his legal trouble, Ezra decides to record himself threatening to kill a whole group of people.
Hi, this is Ezra Miller, aka the Bengal Ghouls, the Mad Goose Wizard. And this is a message for the Beulahville chapter of the North Carolina Ku Klux Klan. Hello, first of all, how are y'all doing? It's me. Look, if y'all want to die, I suggest just killing yourselves with your own guns. Okay? Otherwise, keep doing exactly what you're doing right now, and you know what I'm talking about. And then, we'll do it for you if that's really what you want. Okay, talk to you soon, okay? Bye!
Which is odd considering there was no recorded activity of any racist groups even in this area, so nobody knows exactly who Ezra was threatening.
The really weird part is that this group does not seem to exist. The YouTube detective KiraTV breaks this down in the next disturbing chapter in the case of Ezra Miller.
After this, the real allegations began to come in, and they were some of the more disgusting ones you can think of, though not entirely surprising considering the things that have come out regarding Hollywood in recent years. When Ezra was visiting North Dakota in 2016, they went to Standing Rock Reservation, which is where they met Takata, a 12-year-old girl. At this time, Ezra was 23. They somehow formed a bond and remained in contact, which is already odd for a 23 and a 12-year-old, but things take a turn for the worse when, according to Chase Ironeyes and wife Sarah Jumping Eagle, Ezra flew their daughter to London to visit the set of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them in 2017. At this point, the then 25-year-old Ezra allegedly provided the 14-year-old Takata with alcohol, marijuana, and LSD while trying to sleep in the same bed as them. According to reports and the parents, Ezra offered to pay for Takata's college tuition through their affiliated organization called Quiet Organization, which didn't end up working out as Takata dropped out of school in 2021 to go and live with Ezra at a farm in Vermont. Takata has since confirmed in an interview that while they were staying with Ezra, they were microdosing LSD, but says her parents are lying and that Ezra is not grooming or abusing them. Despite when they visited in Vermont, they claim Ezra had taken Takata's phone, keys and wallet, as well as left bruises on Takata's body. Regardless of whether there is physical abuse going on, a clearly mentally unstable adult struck up a relationship with a 12-year-old child, flew them across the world to spend time together alone, and allowed or convinced them to leave their parents to go and stay together in their home. On February 2nd, when a family were visiting a neighbor along with their 12-year-old, when Ezra arrived in his bulletproof vest. Yes, Ezra wears a bulletproof vest wherever he travels in the United States, even when going to a friend's house. They described the situation as Ezra acting erratically, and at one point claimed a board game has Rastafarian roots, which somebody questioned, at which point Ezra opened their jacket revealing a gun and said, quote, "Talking like that could get you into a really serious situation." After this, despite the awkwardness of flashing a gun and threatening a family for no reason, according to that family, Ezra turned attention to their 12-year-old, who identifies as non-binary, alongside Ezra, pestering them with compliments, uncomfortably hugging them, and touching their hips.
If all that wasn't enough, the story takes an even darker turn.
And of course, there's the ongoing story that Ezra Miller is allegedly hiding a woman and children from the authorities after they'd been staying with them at their farm in Vermont. The police are still searching for the 25-year-old and her 1, 4, and 5-year-old children, which authorities say Ezra is hiding. The reason the authorities are involved is because the father of the kids contacted them worried about their safety, claiming Ezra has loose firearms in the house, bullets, drugs, and alcohol just lying around in the open. The Vermont State Police continue to search for the woman and children, attempting to execute a court order to take the children away due to them being deemed unsafe. Before the court order, while the mother was being interviewed, she said, quote, "Ezra may have firearms for self-defense purposes and they are stored in a part of the house that the children never go in. My kids are able to relax more into their healing because of the safety and nurturing Ezra has been providing for them." The allegations contradict this statement, as some outlets report the 1-year-old child found a loose bullet and was putting it in its mouth.
So where is Ezra now? Is he still creating a cult in his Vermont ranch? Since there's no way to keep him, will Warner Brothers replace him as the Flash? If you know anything about this case, please call Unsolved Mysteries. Update: Ezra Miller has pleaded guilty to a felony and will receive no punishment. Also, after firing everyone else, Ezra will remain the Flash. I guess I'm not surprised, especially with a guy making that decision, whose parties like this Hollywood protects its own.